Saïd El Mala is one of those young players where the profile immediately catches your eye. It's not because he's the neatest winger, not because every touch that he has is polished, but because when he gets the ball, something usually happens. He's quite tall, he's direct, he's powerful and aggressive in the way he attacks defenders, and that already makes him feel different from a lot of the other young wide players. Because with El Mala, it's not just about the tricks or the clean technique, it's about the impact. He wants to drive at you. He wants to turn the game into a foot race. He wants to get into the box. And for Cologne, that gives them a proper weapon. So in today's video, I want to take a look at Saïd El Mala's style of play, why he's so dangerous, and also he still needs to clean up if he's going to become more than just an exciting Bundesliga attacker. Saïd El Mala, 19 years of age, currently playing, of course, at Cologne and operates mainly on that left-hand side, right-footed. And physically, he does already look like he's a player who's built for senior football. He's had kind of an interesting route as well. This has not been a simple academy golden boy pathway. He's had his setbacks, being released at the age of 14 by Borussia Mönchengladbach, and he's then had to rebuild himself, coming then through Victoria Cologne and then earned the move to FC Köln later. And you can see that kind of edge in the way that he plays. He doesn't look like a player just trying to survive senior football. He looks like someone trying to impose himself on matches. That's probably why the hype is understandable. The more important thing is the actual profile, because El Mala is not just a young winger with good numbers, he is a young winger with a very clear identity. Now, when we're looking at his style of play, El Mala is at his best when he receives on the left and he has space to attack. He's not really a slow possession winger who wants 10 touches before making a decision. His game is more direct than that. First touch, forward. Body shape, forward. Intent, forward. That is the foundation of his style. He wants to isolate the fullback, push the ball out of his feet and attack the space, either outside or inside. But what makes him interesting is the physical profile. He's quite tall, as I mentioned before. He's not your typical small, low center of gravity winger. He has longer strides, he covers ground quickly, and when he gets moving, defenders can find it hard to slow him down without over-committing. That is why he can be quite dangerous in transition. If Cologne win the ball and El Mala is already facing forward, the pitch opens up very quickly. Carry the ball 30, 40 yards, and suddenly turn a basic turnover into a shooting chance. That is the real value. He stretches teams, he forces defenders backwards, he makes backlines uncomfortable, and he does it with a style that is not always pretty, but it's very effective. He's also very shot focused. Some wingers, they want to beat the man and then recycle, but with El Mala, he wants to beat the man and then end the attack. That can be a shot, a cutback, a cross, or just a ball flashed into a dangerous area. But the aim is usually the same: get into the final third and hurt the opposition. That is why his shot volume and goal threat stand out. He does not play like a winger who's happy staying wide all game. He wants to arrive in the box. He wants to attack the far post zones. He wants to get into the central shooting positions. And for a left winger, that is valuable because he gives you more than just width. He gives you a penalty box presence. But this is also where the development side comes in, because the same thing that makes him exciting can also make him quite raw. He plays at quite a high speed, and sometimes the decision-making does not quite match the athleticism. There are moments where he can release the ball earlier. There are moments where he carries into traffic. There are moments where the pass after the dribble needs more calmness. Normal for a 19-year-old attacker, but it's still the next big step, because right now, El Mala's biggest weapon is chaos. The question is whether he can turn that chaos into control. Top wide forwards, they don't just beat players. They know when to slow defenders down. They know when to combine. They know when to shoot. They know when to draw two players in and release the spare man. And that's the difference between being dangerous and being elite. With El Mala, the raw tools are obviously obvious: pace, power, ball carrying, final third instinct. But the next jump is refinement, cleaner touches, under pressure, better timing in combinations, more variety when he reaches the edge of the box, and better selection between shooting, crossing, and slipping someone else in. Because if he adds that layer, he becomes that much harder player to play against. And at the moment, defenders know he wants to attack them. If he becomes more unpredictable with the final action, that is when the ceiling changes. That is when he stops being just an exciting Bundesliga winger and starts looking like a serious top-level wide forward. So I think with El Mala, especially being such a young player, and listen, he's not really played at the top level as of yet. So he's still got some work to do before he can even really get there. And then we can really judge what type of a player he actually is. And I think the question of whether or not he has talent, it's not really a question because you can clearly see he's a player with, the talent. The question is how quickly he can turn that raw danger into repeatable decision-making actions. Because if that part comes, I promise you, then Bundesliga fullbacks are going to have a serious problem in the future. But we'd have to wait and see. How far can he go? Who knows? Let me know your thoughts on Saïd El Mala in the comment section down below. Is he a player that's on your radar? Is he a player you think can come into your team and help to improve your attack? Is he the type of profile that you think your team needs? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, people. Keep the same energy, stay blessed, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye.